Hello everyone, you are welcome to my channel. My name again is Eno and I make videos on personal development and success principles as it relates to all-around success. And in today's program, we will be looking at a very important subject as it concerns the Forex market and currency analysis. And joining me on the program today, it's a CEO in the world of Forex. Actually, he owns a company called Wayfinder FX Limited in Cameroon. He currently trains, people in the Forex business, the Forex market, and he will be sharing with us some tips about currency analysis and the Forex. He will be showing us how we can, get into this profitable business. He will be sharing his story, how he got into it, and he will, give us some guidelines on how we can also have a headway in this line of business. So, Mr. Legima, you are welcome on the program today.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, it's such a pleasure to have you on the program. And the first thing we would like to know from you is that what is Forex? What is currency analysis? What is it all about?
Currency analysis and Forex is all about the selling and buying of currencies.
Yes.
In different regions, currencies belonging to different regions of the world for profit. It's basically today the market that, in layman terms, I like to say powers international trade. And if you look at the world today, there are about 129 UN recognized countries which have different currencies and they trade among themselves. So in the foreign exchange market, the exchange of goods and services, in terms of currencies is done on this market. It's the largest market known to man, and it's traded by countries, institutions, and even individuals at the retail level. So it's a market that actually every 24 hours is able to generate about $7.7 trillion in volume.
Wow. Wow, awesome. Now, looking at your story, first of all, I understand, that you were, first of all, in the corporate world. You worked for different companies in the corporate world, before transitioning into entrepreneurship, into currency analysis. So, how was that transition for you, going from the corporate world into owning your own business? How were you able to transition smoothly into owning your own business?
Yeah, so for me, it was all about getting a skill set that gives you financial freedom.
Okay.
And what's financial freedom? Being able to wake up when you want, work when you want, although that's not what I do today because I own a company. But for me, it was all about getting a skill set that could literally permit you to be in control of your finances, be in control of your time. And back at the time, I looked at the way things were going because I finished from the University of Wayne in 2011.
Yes.
Got into IT consulting. So I'm actually a software engineer in SAP, finance. And I've been blessed to work with some very, very powerful organizations like Accenture, like Shiseido, like Vinci Energy. But for me, the corporate sector, it really didn't suit the kind of lifestyle I wanted at the time.
Okay.
So because I got into finance as far back as 2009, although I wasn't good at it the first few years, post, or when I came to the point of renewing my contract with Accenture, I told myself, rather than, renewing and getting back to a corporate ladder and corporate structure whereby you have to do 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or 8 to 6, I'd rather hone and specialize myself and master the currency analysis skills so that I can be in control of, my life. So for me, it's always been about being my own boss, being my own CEO, being the master of my destiny. And that's why I made the decision to transition full-time into it, sometime in 2015. Because you need to understand, between 2009 and 2014, I was doing it like part-time, but it really became full-time for me at that point.
Okay. So it was not just like a leap that you took just at once, you did it first like a part-time business and gradually work into it full-time.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Ah,
You know, with this skill, especially if you're trying to, I mean, I know we're going to talk about it later. If you're trying to get into it full time, you need to understand if you don't have a mentor, the way I did not have, is going to take you a lot of years just to
okay.
master the skill. Now, the difference with people learning nowadays with me is that once they come on board, you know, I already have this structure for them, which is literally already uh, incorporates my experiences on the market. So within a very, very short period of time, I'm already able to transfer the skills for them to
Yeah.
them and reduce their learning curves. So at the time, it was gradual because I was learning on my own, and I only got mentored or tutored many, many years down the line.
Ah, okay. So, but okay, let's find out from you. What are some of the services that your company, Waverider Limited, offers to people who come to your company?
Nice. I like that. That's a nice question. Wayfair FX was created to be an education company.
Okay.
Now, what kind of education do we do? We do not just do the traditional, you know, education that is out there. We offer specialized education. We offer specialized education focusing on currency analysis.
Okay.
Now, at Wayfair FX, we're going to be able to teach you everything currency analysis from the very, very basic level to the most advanced level of you know, of the skill set. And
Yes.
the difference between the kind of education and the kind of education that is out there is that we teach you how to become your own boss. We teach
Okay.
you how to become an entrepreneur. Because currency analysis and trading by its own is a business. So
Okay.
basically, what we're doing at Wayfair FX in terms with education is that we're empowering young Cameroonians, young Africans, young people all over the world to learn how to become their own boss and to take their own financial decisions. And after the training, you know, which is 3 months in length, we have what we call the lifetime mentorship program. And
Okay.
with the lifetime mentorship program, it is just a network whereby you'll be connected to me and you'll be connected to my alumni of traders to give you the necessary support that you need to of course succeed in this field.
Wow.
And
Wow.
if I'm to add in terms of services that we offer, we recently launched our fund management
Yes.
because once we set up shop in Cameroon in 2020, and we've been and after interacting with over 500 Cameroonians, what we discovered was that the common attribute or the common demand was for a solution whereby people could invest in currency analysis without actually having the skill. So today
Okay.
we have with capital, whereby it's a fund whereby people can invest and reap their benefits, you know, in 12 months at a time. And then after this, you know, it's going to be something that's going to be, you know, maybe a monthly or even a weekly withdrawal. Yeah. So those are the two services that we're focusing on right now: education and fund management.
Okay, wow, wow, that's excellent. So I want to believe that starting out your own company, you face some challenges, and if you are here today as a successful businessman, a successful entrepreneur in this particular field of endeavor, it's because you were able to overcome those challenges. So, what are some of those challenges you faced setting up your own company in Cameroon, and how were you able to navigate them?
The number one challenge as for every business owner or entrepreneur in Cameroon, especially for those who want to be legal, is
Yeah.
obtaining documents from a company. It is very, very expensive to set up a limited liability company because back at the time, you know, the resources that I had with me, you know, they actually permitted me to set up just a limited liability company. So it
Okay.
was very, very difficult for me through that process. It took me about 6 months to get all my documents, which wasn't what I imagined when I approached the one-stop shop in Limbe. But we
Yeah.
thank God that we're here today. And secondly, you know, like every new business, you may be very, very good at what you do, but once you come into the market, the clients and the people you have to serve, they pose a challenge. And the biggest challenge I've had in Cameroon here is that people, you know, have literally, the majority of people I've spoken to have refused to understand the process of becoming a currency analyst. A lot of people are still treating like a get-rich-quick scheme,
Um,
and it is not a very, very good direction to go to.
yes.
And this is the reason why if we're looking at in terms of services, education is one of the key things that Wavebird FX is trying to drive to the Cameroon market. It's still coming with a lot of resistance, but I can say today I'm very, very confident that once Wavebird FX Capital starts not only paying people consistently but continuously, the mindset will change and people will seek for this very, very powerful skill set.
Wow, wow. And you have been able to run your company successfully for quite a number of years now. And it's quite unusual because most often what we find out there is that people start out businesses and companies, and within a short period of time, the company falls up or the business falls up. How have you been able to maintain your company throughout this year such that it is still a thriving company out there in Cameroon? What are some of the steps you've taken to make sure that your company keeps thriving?
Okay. First of all, I'd like everyone out there to know that this company actually generates some profits, mainly through our trading accounts.
Yes.
We have proprietary trading accounts that we trade, and it generates profits. And also, we carry out trainings. You need to understand our trainings are not cheap, because most of the times when people approach us for training and we give them the fee, which is today 1.1 million francs,
Okay.
they look at it to be very, very expensive, ignoring the value that they are obtaining from the training.
Yeah.
So it's been a very, very tough 3 years for us, but we thank God we're still alive. We've been able to generate some profits, and we're still alive, and we're thriving. So that's how we've been able to, by using the the same skills that we teach people. We'll be using these same skills to generate some profits for us on the market, and it's been helping us cover our operating expense, our yearly expenses on a day-to-day, and we've been able to thrive and move on.
Okay. Okay. Brilliant. And so far, about how many students have you been able to train out there in Cameroon? And what is the success rate so far? Like, how will you describe the success rate of your students so far?
In terms of, I think the internet broke a little because there's a storm over here.
Okay.
But I think your question was, what's the success rate of people have trained, not so?
Yes. And about how many students have you been able to train so far?
Good. I've been able to train over 50 Cameroonians. Well, we are approaching the second number very, very soon. Okay. And out of every 10 Cameroonians I train, at least 5 of them follow through. Why 5? Why 50%? It's been very, very slow because the mindset, like I said, if you remember, is not the best. A lot of people come to me thinking I'm going to make them millionaires overnight. If you're watching this news flash for you, currency analysis and trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's never been a get-rich-quick scheme. It's never going to be a get-rich-quick scheme, because if we're looking at the financial markets as a whole, my professor used to tell us, if you're looking at the financial markets, it's like a motion picture. The liquidity in the financial markets flows in a particular manner. It doesn't flow all the time. Yeah. And just because for that reason, just at particular periods, it's like a pump that you open the tap, flowing through the water. There are times when the pump is going to be closed. Yeah. And if the pump is closed, you really can't make money from the market. So most people come into this market thinking that the pump is running 24/7, which is not the truth. If you're watching, this is what scammers, this is what deceitful people out there are trying to make you believe. I am not saying that you cannot make money from this. You're going to make not just money, you're going to be able to create wealth over the course of your life. So because a lot of people are approaching us with this mindset, and even after educating them with the quality education that we offer, you find a lot of people giving up because they're kind of frustrated or they're kind of disappointed with the reality of the market. But for those that have stuck by, the other 50%, and that have remained in contact with us, they are all very successful analysts. They are funded analysts, trading well over $10,000 in capital. So wow. That's like the understanding that I want people to have if they're going to approach me for training or for investments, after this interview.
Okay. Wow. Excellent. So I also have this question for you. Growing up as a young man, lots of young people watching us around the world, both in Cameroon and different parts of the world. And we would like to know, what are some of the challenges that you faced pursuing this path of endeavor as a young man, and how were you able to achieve them? Let me put the question this way: what motivated you to pick this particular direction, of currency analysis, and what are some of the challenges that you faced as a young man, and how were you able to navigate them?
In terms of motivation, I think I always like to tell myself I was born to do this, because I
Okay.
remember, like, I remember myself as a kid. I grew up in a very, very stable home.
Yes.
My parents always provided for me, and I was blessed to grow up in a home where back in the day, we used to watch CNN, and I remember I was in like class 4 or class 3. There used to be this business, report that will go on where they'll come and they talk about stock markets. I remember
Yes.
having an argument with my dad about NASDAQ, and I was like 6 years old at the time, and he talks about it today, So I think the kind of life I lived and the background I had and the exposure I had
Yes.
really like put me on a pedestal to navigate in this direction. In terms of challenges, like any other venture, any other business venture out there, I had my fair share of ups and downs in terms of looking for the right person to teach me. I even got scammed at one point.
Wow.
That's why today, on my Instagram live, I like advising people on how to spot the right mentor. There's certain things you can ask the mentor to provide,
Yes.
So in terms of when I started the business, there were ups and downs. It's Cameroon. People discredit the work that you do. But one thing I'd like to say is that despite the challenges, nothing good hides under the sun. I've been able to provide a very, very high standard of education to people who have come to me.
Yeah.
And today, I literally do not advertise
Wow.
for students.
Wow.
1% of my students are from referrals. If I wasn't doing a good job, I would not have all those referrals. So
Exactly.
I've had my challenges, but I had a plan. I stuck to it, and today I'm seeing the results, and I'm reaping the benefits.
Wow. So, how do you feel now being an entrepreneur, a successful one at that, and a boss of your own self? What is the feeling like? What is the difference between who you are today and the kind of person you were when you were in the corporate world, when you were working for somebody? How do you feel now? Do you feel more fulfilled? Do you feel happier? What is the feeling like?
Um, I feel happy. I feel happy because once you're starting a business, or once you get into a venture in a country where people don't even know what the venture is all about,
Yeah.
you get to a point where you're hitting a brick wall. It's like you're sending out information and it's coming back to you.
Yes.
But because I had a clear vision, I had a clear plan of what I was doing, like I said, I've been able to produce results. Today in Cameroon, I have over 10 analysts, or
Wow.
about 10 or more, maybe 15 analysts who are funded, meaning that because of the skill set I have given them, they are
Yes.
able to have financing from banks abroad, and they're trading these large amounts of money for themselves. To me, that brings a lot of happiness and joy to me, because I look at young men who literally had no job, but today I've been able to give them a skill set that can permit them to become their own bosses. It can permit them to become, business entities.
Yeah.
So in terms of satisfaction, that's where my joy comes from. In terms of money, the money is not yet there. I don't drive a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. I drive a very, very old car, but people won't know me. But I can take care of myself. I can take care of my bills. I can take care of, all my needs and wants. So my joy really comes from the fact that people that have come to me, and people that have remained consistent, are actually able to make a living from it. And that is what signals to me that, I am succeeding. I'm moving in the right direction. I'm not just creating a legacy for myself. Now they are actually becoming my legacy.
Okay, wonderful. And another thing we would like to know from you is who first of all, who can do currency analysis? who can do Forex? Who is Forex for? Is it for the everyday man? Is it for the market woman? Is it for the young man who is a student? Is it for a specific group of people, or anybody can get involved, in currency analysis?
Thanks for the question. Now I'm going to answer it in two parts. The first part is that it's for anyone, like you rightly said, but it's going to become a two-part question because not everyone has the same mindset.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, the answer to this question is it's for everyone, or it's for anyone who has the right mindset.
Okay.
Now, what's the right mindset? The right mindset is a mindset that is not looking for a get rich quick scheme.
Okay.
If you're watching this and you're thinking you're going to come here and you're going to get waiver FX education and you're going to become a millionaire overnight, I'm sorry. I'd prefer you take that money and put it in another business. Now, if you are that person who has accepted the process and you want it to become a career path, then this is for you, because speaking to you here is somebody who has done it, is somebody who has taught people how to do it, and they're doing it. So if you want to get into trading, the first thing you need to do is that you need to educate yourself.
Yes.
Now, you can get education from me. I'm going to talk about myself. You can get education from some other person who is proven. Now, how do you know that somebody is proven or somebody has a good track record? You can ask the whoever is delivering the course, can I see your account history over 6 months? Anybody who's been trading consistently has an account history for 6 months, going on. With this, you can actually verify and see if the account was growing consistently or it was dropping, and so on and so forth. Now, if you have checked these two things and it's checked out, the third thing is going to be finance. A good currency analysis training is not cheap. It's going to come at a steep cost. Now, my training is 1.1 million, and people will shout when they say this. But why is it 1.1 million? I'm factoring in the value I'm giving you. I'm giving you a skill. I'm not just educating you. A skill is not education. A skill is an asset. I'm giving you my experience.
Yes.
I've had over 13 years experience in the market. I started looking at this market in 2009.
Okay.
At the time, I was a novice, but I learned a couple of things. Now, the third thing is that because you're coming to me, I'm going to reduce your learning curve. So basically, things that would have taken you maybe 5 years or your entire life to discover on this market, I'm going to teach you in 3 months. So if you're coming into this, you need to understand that you're learning a skill. It's like learning how to become a doctor. It's like learning how to become an engineer. It's like learning how to become a lawyer. One of the challenges that I've seen in Cameroon is that people do not respect currency analysis and forex trading in Cameroon. They're treating it like some part-time thing. They're treating it like a get-rich-quick scheme. And because they do not respect the game disrespects them. You need to learn the skill set. You need to be prepared because the market has risks. And that's what the education is literally going to give you. It's going to give you the right psychology. It's going to give you the right mindset. It's going to give you the right risk management strategies to be able to employ and build wealth for yourself over the course of your life.
Wow, excellent. And where do you see your company in the next 5 years, let's say?
In the next 5 years, I'm very, very confident that this company is going to really massively dominate this market. Not because of our education. It's going to be really because of Wave FX Capital.
Okay.
Which is a fund that we've launched that people can invest in, and it's going to create shockwaves in the market, because this is going to be the first time that a foreign exchange product is being deployed consistently in Cameroon, and people are actually earning money from it consistently. So I think once people start earning from it, not only would our demand for education explode, our demand for services will grow exponentially as well. So I predict Wayfarer FX becoming a household name in Cameroon in the next 5 years. I predict it becoming a market leader in education and in trading in Cameroon in the next 5 years.
Wow. Okay. So for those listening to you out there who might be interested to get in contact with you to get trained, by you, how can they reach out to you?
They can reach out to me through WhatsApp. they can reach out to me through Instagram. I think you'll share, my WhatsApp contacts and my links to them, or maybe
Yes.
below this video.
Yes.
And once they reach out to me, if they're in Boya, because I'm in Boya, I'm not in the big cities, I'm not in Douala, I'm not in Yaoundé, I'm in Boya.
Yes.
I grew up in Boya, so this was my way of giving back to the society that I grew up from. That's why I set up Wave FX in Boya.
Yeah.
Once they reach out to me, we'll start talking, and they literally going to tell me what they want, be it education or investments, and then I'll take it from there.
Okay, so I'm going to put his contact and everything that we will need in the description box, when we upload this video. And the last question, what advice do you have for the young people out there, listening to you right now? You're a young man yourself and you're doing quite well for yourself. You've been able to, start out something really profitable, quite a rewarding business. What advice do you have for young people like yourself out there who are watching this video right now? I mean, all over the world. They could be anywhere in the world.
All right. Thanks for the question. As an entrepreneur, I know, the economy in Cameroon is a little bit stiff right now. Unemployment, is really, really high, and a lot of young people are getting frustrated. A lot of young people are trying to start up businesses. As somebody who has done a business that is thriving in Cameroon, I just want to say that no matter what plan you have in your mind, right, written down or what you're thinking about, just take action.
Okay.
Take action. Do not think about something and sit on it. If you have an idea, structure the idea, and try to execute that idea.
Yes.
Because there's a saying out there that if you don't take action, you're failed. Now,
yes.
there are a lot of people that are taking action already, but the problem is they are not consistent with their action. There are other people that are taking action and they're quitting. So
yes.
Take action. Do not quit.
Yes.
If you can take action, you do not quit, and you're consistent, maintain your quality of service to your clients at a very, very high level. Because look, today I have an academy here that has 13, it's a 13-seater academy, but on average, I train like 2 to 3 people every 3 months. Now, these 2 to 3 people are coming because of my high level of consistency and quality. So
yes.
the number one problem that small businesses have in Cameroon is what? They cannot maintain quality over time. So as an entrepreneur, if you're looking to get into business, whatever service you're offering, it must not be currency analysis or trading like myself. You may be doing a shop or whatever.
Yes.
Maintain that high level of quality of delivery, because once you have that high level of quality, it's always going to create new market leads for you, and you have more customers coming your way. Because with more customers, you can generate more sales. With more sales, you have a higher net profit, and you succeed. And also, just to sum it up, honesty. Do not be dishonest in your business. If you're doing business, do not promise somebody a good or a service and do not deliver. If you're charging 10 million francs for a service, deliver the service. Let the customer leave the business satisfied that this business is a business that has actually satisfied, a need that I have, So that's the advice I can give to the young entrepreneurs out there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Legima, for sharing all this information and these tips with us on the program today. We really do appreciate you, and we are glad that you made our time to speak with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, bro. Thanks for having me.
And viewers, that will be it for today's program. I want to believe that we learned a whole lot from Mr. Legima, today. And I will leave his contacts in the description box for anyone who would love to contact him to get more information about the services he offers, in currency analysis and forex trading. And I believe that it will be a rewarding step for anyone who goes ahead to check out this field of endeavor. And meanwhile, let me remind us to please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. And please give this video a like, give it a thumbs up, and please share it with your contacts. And until next time, keep winning, keep making progress, and I will see you at the top, because that's where you belong. Have a great day, and bye for now.